Yo, what's up guys, it's Suraj from Tech Devoted, and in this video we are reviewing the Lilliput A7S 4K monitor. Now right off the bat, don't let the branding fool you, this monitor is not 4K. The 4K in the title means it works with 4K cameras, but the actual display itself is a full HD display, 1920 by 1200 to be exact. The monitor is not exclusively made for the A7S series of cameras either. It'll work with anything that has a HDMI port. By itself, without the battery and other things, it's actually very light. The monitor is built out of plastic, and to be honest, it does feel like it'll break if you drop it, but it does come with a silicone rubber case, which should help to a good extent in the event that you do drop the monitor. And it also looks very nice and fits well, so plus points for that. It is 7 inches, which I'll be honest, I thought at first it was a little too big. In my opinion, 5 was like the sweet spot and 7 was too big. But then after actually having used it, I really like the size. It is big enough for you to conveniently see everything while still keeping the setup relatively small. Another not so obvious advantage of using a monitor, especially if you're working with a lighter camera like I am, is that when you put it on top of your camera with the battery and everything, it adds a little bit of weight, not too much weight, but then just the right amount of weight for you to go handheld and take away all the micro jitters. I've had an absolute blast going handheld with this and my 30mm 1.4. The monitor has a pixel density of 324 pixels an inch. To put that in perspective, most phones these days have a pixel density of around 450 or 500, so it probably doesn't look as good as your Samsung phone, but it's still way better than your default camera monitor. It is fairly bright as 500 nits, which again, to put in perspective, most phones can range from 450 to 600 nits. So it is fairly bright, but I did have some trouble viewing the monitor under direct sunlight. The included sunshade did help a little bit, but not very much. Now, this is only a reference monitor. It does not have internal recording. It does not allow you to load LUTs or anything fancy like that, but it does come with a set of basic features such as histogram, peaking, false color, aspect ratio marker, audio monitoring via headphones, or the built-in speaker. To power the monitor, you can either connect it to the wall using the included DC adapter, or you can use the NPF 960 battery, which by the way is not included in the box. A couple of other things before we wrap up. I'm using a Sony a6300, and one of the modes on that camera is memory recall. The monitor does not work with the memory recall mode. Well, technically it does work. It still shows you the frame and everything, but it does not show any of the on-screen information like the aperture, shutter speed, ISO, white balance, any of that jazz. Now, in other modes, however, such as the movie mode, photo mode, and all the other modes, it works just fine. You get all the information without any problems. So just keep that in mind. Other than that, sometimes it feels like the image on the monitor is ever so slightly stretched. It's not anything massive, not anything crazy, not a deal breaker by any means, but I just wanted to put it out there anyway. I also don't think I mentioned this yet, but there's almost next to no lag with the monitor, so that is a massive plus. The monitor also comes with a metal ball head and a mini HDMI cable, which I can't seem to find right now in the box. The mini HDMI cable may or may not work with your camera depending on which camera you have. I know Sony cameras for a fact use a micro HDMI connection, and that cable generally does come with the camera, so go look in your camera box for the right HDMI cable. So should you get this monitor? Yeah, by all means. For roughly $160 US or 13,000 Indian rupees, I think it is a great product. My only real gripe with it is its brightness, but then again, I looked at other monitors, and at least on paper, judging by the specifications, there's really no other monitor that gets brighter than this, so I guess you really can't complain for the price. This monitor actually belongs to my good friend Rachan, aka tones.33 on Instagram. You guys should absolutely follow him for some beautiful photography. He was nice enough to lend it to me for this review, but I've been liking this monitor a little too much, and I think I might get one of my own very soon. If you like this review or found it helpful, give it a like. If you did not, vote it down. Let me know in the comments why I didn't like it. If you're new around here, consider subscribing for more reviews just like this one. It's been Suraj. Thanks so much for watching. Take it easy and stay devoted.